West Ham beat Chelsea today 1-0. Live on beIN Sports, Antonio Conte, talking to Carrie Brown, ruled Chelsea out of the title race. Burnley beat Watford by 1-0. Palace and Bournemouth finished 2-2. Doesn't tell the whole story, we will shortly. Huddersfield beat Brighton 2-0. Swansea beat West Brom by 1-0. Tottenham got 5 against Stoke, who got a late consolation, and Leicester have got the best of 5 against Newcastle United. Palace back on the bottom. Swansea, West Ham, the other two in the drop zone as they were, but they've all shuffled positions. Newcastle stay on 15 points, down on the weekend, slipping into 16th. Leicester into 8th now. Ahead of them, Burnley, Arsenal and Spurs, all on 28. Then come Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United and City. Saints and Arsenal get us underway tomorrow. All these games live here on beIN Sports 11. Liverpool play Everton. Arabic coverage of those two on beIN Sports 2. Then it's United against City. beIN Sports 1 if you prefer Arabic coverage tomorrow. 4K available of the last of the 3. John Collins and John Barnes are with us. We will discuss what we've seen in just a moment and look back on the games that we have seen earlier in the day, or as many of them that we can. But here at Newcastle, 3-2.
This was a good game. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Very open.
Yeah.
Both sides who thought they could win.
Both teams going for it.
Good start for Newcastle.
Yeah, it swung
before
one
the
way
game
and then the
even
other,
took
didn't it?
shape. But after this, Leicester were the better team, and Newcastle huffed and puffed, and they got back into the game. But to be fair, I think Leicester deserved to win. It was a fantastic start, though. But Leicester played with composure, knocked the ball around. It's a new Leicester, and of course, that could have been a penalty.
Might have been.
Yeah.
Should have been.
Yeah.
You know, I think when your arm's up there,
It's a penalty.
you're giving yourself a... Well, you're giving the referee a decision to make.
But here you can see a bad pass into midfield, and this is very... Rafa won't be happy with this, you know, because you never see Rafa's teams get caught out like this, as open.
But you expect your goalkeeper.
If he gets off the ground, he doesn't... in fact, he dives under the ball.
Such a poor pass, that. It's
Yeah,
5-yard
it's a simple
pass,
5-yard pass.
giving the ball away. But nice positive play. Mahrez got a great left foot, struck it well. But you've got to expect your goalkeeper. Big decision here again. I think the referee got it right.
There you see the ref. Perfect view of it.
Russia, good tackle. Very good.
I don't think you could have been sure of it either way, so don't give it.
Yeah.
This is a brilliant little
Great
setup
ball
there.
by Albrighton. Unfortunate with the deflected shot, but fantastic diagonal ball. Great layoff ball, Brighton.
Yeah, this little cushion here, pass appreciation. Gets lucky, the deflection.
Yeah, defender might have been braver, I thought, John, though.
Yeah.
In fairness, Lejeune.
And of course, a scrappy goal by Newcastle. And that was really the only way they were going to score. They never really created much, but... And the deflection by Gale, but what you'd say about Gale is that he scores goals, he hits the target, he doesn't do much outside the box, but inside the
You'd
box,
have him in that team,
you'd have him in
wouldn't
the
you?
team because you
Simply because he does this.
He can guarantee you know, goals.
And
Lovely
is
pass.
this just unlucky, or could he have done better? I'm talking about Perez chasing back.
Well, Perez chased back as a striker coming back, and
He's
gets a toe
unlucky,
to it.
isn't he?
You can say he's unlucky because
He's
you
put
know,
in
he's
hard
trying
yards to get
You
back
can see he
there.
tries to play the ball around the corner,
Yeah.
behind for a corner. He's trying to kick it around for a corner, but
Credit to Vardy. Vardy's laid it back from nice.
That was about the only time they got Vardy in behind like
Yeah.
that, wasn't it? In the whole game.
Yeah. Newcastle were sitting deeper, weren't they? But you never seen it in the goal. Okazaki was different class in the
Yeah.
middle of the park.
Yeah.
He took an
Bringing the
awkward
ball
ball out there with his head,
Yeah.
and he's had a
Kept all
bump.
the possession,
He
yeah.
kept possession, and the goal came from that.
There was some controversy at Palace today. Well, there was at the end.
The way he took the penalty in the first half with such confidence, he scored 4 out of 4 for Palace. The facts suggest that there's a good chance he's going to win the game for Palace. That's what the facts suggest.
and had he not, you wouldn't have
No.
complained had the penalty taker who scored 4 missed, rather than someone who's missed 3 who's not the penalty taker misses.
Have you ever been in a situation like that? Any of you?
No, I've never. Once the manager says who the penalty taker
Yeah.
is, unless the penalty taker says, I don't fancy it, then someone else takes it.
Or
But
else, or else if you're 4-0 up in a game
And you want to
somebody's
score a
on a
goal.
hat-trick and you get a penalty,
Or Benteke hasn't scored and you allow him to take it because
yeah,
you're 4
you would do that.
Yeah.
But not at 2-2. And such a
And you're bottom of
Roy's
the
right,
league.
in a game they should have won. Again, another 2 points have slid through the fingers in a big moment in their season. The difference between that, can you imagine coming off there having won in the last minute with a penalty? The whole place would be jumping. The noise level would be up, the players would be bouncing off that pitch. They've tripped off the pitch like that.
It's very selfish, Benteke.
Yeah.
He's thought of himself, the glory, instead of what was correct for the team.
And I think you spoke about characters in dressing rooms and characters in football clubs, and even if he wanted to say he's going to take it, there should have been another Crystal Palace player,
captain,
who's going to say, you're not taking it. You're not taking it. But everybody seemed to... In fact, Schlupp looked as if he wasn't happy. I think a lot of them weren't happy that he was going to take it, but no one said a word to him.
No.
Well, he's a big boy, isn't he, Christian?
Well,
I mean, he's a big lad.
Yes, it's a captain's responsibility.
So, debate has been raging here in the studio for most of that half, and during the break as well. Should Leicester City have had one or two penalties, gentlemen?
one possibly.
Which one? That one?
Not this one. No.
Not that
this
one.
This one, Yedlin gets back side to side and he actually plays the ball.
No.
He hasn't come from behind.
No, this one.
This one was a penalty.
This one was?
I thought this was a penalty, yeah.
Right.
His arm's up. It does come off the body, then goes onto the arm. However, it does hit him on the hand, and we've seen them given. Absolutely.
So that one you would give?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yes, because it hits his hand, but it's a natural reaction for a football player to go like that.
But his arm was out.
But it is a penalty.
It is out.
But it's an unnatural reaction because if he's brave, he just sticks his chest out.
We had a situation in the
that
first game.
respect, yeah.
Yes.
That one you could understand if he'd have given a penalty. Yeah. I think that's more clear cut than the other one we're going to see.
You don't think the other one was?
No, I thought the other one was when I saw it. First time of asking, normal speed, I would have given a penalty.
John, would you?
No, we said
No.
right away.
Barnsley, you?
No.
No, you said no after about 4 replays.
So the referee got it right
you
then,
did.
didn't he? Not really. I said no then as well, because you can see the ball deviates. You can see the ball moves off its line because it's going forward. As Yedlin comes in from the side,
Bang.
And there he plays
Great
the ball.
touch. It's a great touch.
He's already taken.
Side to side.
I think that's even a tough one to
That's
call
side to
then.
side. No, he's not. No, what? He's not taking him. He's played the ball at the same
That's a
time.
wonderful tackle. Come on, great
He's played
touch.
the ball. Look, here he comes. He's
Timed
played
it to
the ball.
perfection. No, there's no chance that's a penalty.
Has he not clattered Vardy before he got his touch there?
Not
No.
really. It's a side to side, shoulder to shoulder.
I think it's not. I wouldn't sit here and say that's a definite penalty. Not in a million years.
Haven't seen it
I wouldn't.
for the second and third time, would you still say it's a penalty?
But that's easy, isn't it?
No, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's easy. But I've said right away, I think that's what's difficult for the ref because everything happens so quickly and he's running from behind and he's watching behind.
But that's why we're here to make the decision, having seen it 3 and 4 times. So do we then now say the referee's got the decision?
Well, you can
right?
see
He may be lucky.
Listen, what I would say is, right, when is it Yedlin comes across there. There's when he makes his first contact. He makes first contact with Vardy. That's all I would say. We could sit here now. If we had VAR right now, right, we'd be sitting there and you'd be going, no pen. And I would be saying, you see there,
They're both,
but they're both at the side.
They're both at the
side.
You're asking when is the moment
But
of
one
contact?
second. Has Vardy not contacted him? He
No,
hasn't.
other way around.
Why? They
Because
both
he's
come
going in
together.
front of Vardy.
Look, he's not.
No,
he's
he goes
in front of Vardy.
He goes
Exactly.
in front of
So
Vardy.
he's there before Vardy.
He takes Vardy out.
But
you could argue.
So if he's in front
You
of
could
Vardy,
argue.
No.
if he's in front of Vardy, he has every right. Vardy then
his
comes
legs
in
in front of Vardy.
So his leg is there in front of Vardy, not from behind.
So is that not a foul?
Can I
No, not
suggest
if your
that the
leg's in front
challenge
of the
is
person.
illegal
And he
anyway?
goes over it.
No.
Can I suggest the challenge is illegal because it's coming from behind?
But it's not
Side,
from
it's coming
behind.
That's
from
the
the
first
side.
point.
He's saying he's in front of him.
Secondly, he's denied a goal-scoring opportunity to Vardy. So therefore,
Let's take it to
not
the
only
nth
is it a
degree.
penalty,
Red card
he should
as
have
well,
seen
yeah?
red as well.
Listen, I don't think. Listen, if a referee's not sure, he shouldn't give it, and he obviously he was sure in his mind it wasn't a penalty. Don't give it, and I wouldn't argue one way or the other. I'm just offering another view of what you could be looking at. And here, part of me is doing this because I'm thinking of VAR when this dreaded thing comes in.
Yes.
Then how do you decide in a situation like that? If I was sitting there watching VAR, I would give a penalty.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, and you wouldn't.
No chance.
No.
Yeah.
What would you give?
I would give a penalty, and I'd have a
And
card out.
that's therein lies the problem we have again. It's opinion, isn't it?
Personally, I think that's an easy one.
That's an easy one.
السلام عليكم اصدقائي وياكم معي مرجان يلوني يعرفون اصدقائي
No chance.
We're laughing now. Next year, if they bring a VAR in, we won't be.
But it's a great start by Newcastle.
Wasn't it
Gale
just?
pulls it back and Joselu, fantastic finish. But Leicester, have to say, they've been the better team. They've been more cohesive. They played better football. This is obviously in the first 3 minutes. Ball gets played over the top. A good run by Gale, which is what he actually gives you. And a good pull back. So it's a bad start by Leicester, but they retained their composure and they have been the better team.
What surprised me for 20 minutes, and I think he's tinkered with it since the equaliser, is that once this goal went in, it looked at times as if Newcastle was so open. Every time Leicester got the ball and moved forward, look at the gaps in midfield were massive.
Which is very unlike Rafa's team.
It's like
pass.
Rafa. I mean, look at the
You can see
space
there,
here that
yeah.
Mahrez has got. Look at the space around him.